Hey, this is BugPowderDust. Thank you for joining me for episode 5 of 100 Days in the Scarlands. Right, today what we're going to do is we're going to hop over one tile to the temperate forest where we're going to do some slaying of animals, get their pelts, hopefully tame a horse or maybe an alpaca, and then bring all the skins back. While I'll now embark upon this quest to do, or to make 24 kids rompers. I have some cotton, not enough to cover the whole thing. I'm going to need about 600 or so. So I'll make some of these, and obviously we're making ones that are poor because they have to be normal or plus quality, so we have to discount the fact that we're going to make some ones which are poor or worse. So that's what we're going to do. I think we've got everything we need to set off. I'm going to leave Lau behind. Lau's going to do some cooking just to make up for the food we're going to take with us, but we're basically going to hop over, not spend too long. We don't have a lot of simple meals here, if I'm being quite honest. We do have some sleeping bags, so that should be okay. We've only got 6 meals, which is not going to be ideal. We're going to take 4 people, so we're going to need 16 at least, really, for a couple of days out there. I've got it set to 24, but it is paused, and it's paused until 12. I might just unpause that, actually. Just do that and that. Okay, as soon as we're ready, we will set off. I love this, Jolina's radio talking. Hello, can anybody hear me out there? That's fantastic. Alrighty, well that didn't take long. Hunter drones are done. I'll look at that in a minute, how to make the machining table, I assume. Okay, so hunter drones are done. That is nice. Very, very helpful. We're going to start beelining to shuttles now. So for the shuttle, we're going to need transport pod, we're going to need multi-analyzer. I'll do the multi-analyzer first, because then I can make one. I think I need gold. Let me have a quick look. 40 steel, 50 plus steel, 20 gold, 8 components. I've got all of that. Brilliant. The gold is obviously worth a lot for the Empire and the tribute collector, but multi-analyzer is going to be fantastic. So I'll do that first, and that was obviously going to speed up my research, I believe. Increases research speed, yep. And then I'll do transport pods and shuttles. So let's go for it. Right, so we've sent for the team over to the adjacent sector. We have arrived. Okay, plenty of wildlife. This is looking good. Let's have a quick look at wildlife. We got any horses? Or alpacas? Rhinoceroses. No one was expecting to see that. We've got plenty of these, but no pack animals. Got a grizzly bear. Need to watch out for that. Okay. Okay, so they're doing a pretty good job. We've got lots of meat. We've got more meat incoming. They're bringing in bodies. We've just been detected, though. The Arthzal mech hive is coming in 3 days, which is fine. I don't plan to be here for too much longer. 1 day was, I think, wildly ambitious, so that's not going to be happening. What I want to do is get a fire started, just to do a little bit of cooking food. We can get rid of all this nonsense. We're not going to need that. We are going to set up a quick grow zone around these things so we can harvest them in when they are due. Ray Wolf needs to get on butchering, quite frankly. Come on, Ray Wolf, and finish what you're doing. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Beautiful. Do some butchering. There we go. Lovely. So, yeah, the pelts we're getting. The meat, I'll take it back. If it goes off, it goes off. It's one of those things. I'm not overly fast, but I need to keep an eye on this raid. Who's a Mage Broke Risk? Tetraspar. Why are you unhappy? You don't like the sunlight. That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, so we're out of the easy stuff. So I'm going to take a pop at a grizzly bear, because why the hell not? So, let's do this attack. Okay, he's bleeding out. Okay, I'm surprised he didn't attack straight away. Maybe he's placid. Placid bear. No, doesn't want to play ball. Don't run off the map, dude. Ooh, I'm a bit close, I'm a bit close. Okay. Now he's not happy. Right, Ray Wolf needs to get up front. Seems to work pretty well. Oh, this is all very strange. A boghound has tamed itself. Okay. I'm actually fine with that. I was going to come out and hunt these two guys just to keep predators off the map. This one's got scarier. This one doesn't. And he wants to be our friend. That's very cute, isn't it? Pets. No pets. That's what I mean. That's this where pets don't go. That's where pets can go. Having said that, he can hunt his own food. So, yeah. He'll be very handy in case of an attack. So I don't want him to go off and attack the insects, because that can't be what they do. So, I'll have to give him a name. So if you'd like to suggest a name for the boghound, let me know. I don't know what they are. They're kind of like wargs, aren't they? Alright, we're going to reform the caravan and come back. I think this experiment has been fine so far. I must remember, next time I'm not going to take Tetraspar, because his bad mood is kind of casting a spell, a pall, sorry, not a spell, casting a pall over this. So I think what I'll do is get back on the world map. Let's reform the caravan. Now, they're not going to move yet because it's only 5 in the morning, but they'll be making moves soon, which is cool. How many have we made so far? We've made 3 so far. Okay. Right, caravan is back. They've unloaded all the good stuff. A lot of the meat made it, which is really good. So we can actually start making packaged survival meals now. So this should trigger. But I think you've got to be a certain cooking level. Yeah, skill 8. And I don't think we've got anybody yet who is skill 8 at cooking, believe it or not. Ray Wolfen is almost there. Anyway, we need to focus on making these things, which I think ore is well on top of, because ore's got good crafting skills. Stone is the best. We're going to back these guys off crafting. I don't want any of these guys to do it. If we say minimum skill level, it's going to be stone is 14. Has anybody else got good skills? Stone or ore? Okay, so minimum 9, I think. Minimum 9 level on these allowed skills. So minimum 9. There you go. Cool. All right. The Royal Tribute Collector's turned up, and you need 67 gold for 1 honour. Guess how much gold I've got? 63. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, there must be more gold in them Var Hills. That's compacted machinery. So I think I might start doing a little bit of strip mining, see if we can come across a gold deposit. So that's going to be Faznik's job. I don't know really where the best place is to have a look, honestly. Why don't we start somewhere that's kind of near, yes, and we're going to go let's do a little bit of mining up here. Let's get Faznik to do that. So I'm sorry, all you guys are going to be is a great meat shield if something bad turns up. So I've had a Caravan tree pop up. I seem to remember doing these a long time ago, and they seem to take a lot of effort, either for the tree or for the dryads it spawns, to keep them happy. I think I dismissed it as being not worth the effort. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section if you think this is worth doing it. I seem to remember this was just a little bit of a waste of time and effort, but I could be wrong. It might have been patched, I don't know. Anyway, let me know. I was wondering why my maths had failed with the amount of rompers I'd made, with the amount of kit we got left, but we churned out 6 poor rompers. That's 180 units of leather or whatever. That's rubbish. Okay, caravan's right. This is more mountainous, but what is interesting is that there does appear to be an ancient danger. I've never seen ancient danger with a door, so maybe it's not an ancient danger. Okay. I did actually wonder if ancient dangers would spawn on these temporary maps. I think the answer is probably no. I'm sure that's not an ancient danger anyway. Right, what do we have here? Have we got any horses? Any horses? No horses. No horses. Okay, that's a shame. We've got muffaloes, which are not the easiest to shoot, but their pelts do make good parkas for the winter. They've got wolverines. Wow, I've not seen those before. Okay, I think our work here is done. Everyone's got food poisoning, because of course, we're cooking at an open fire. But we've got 300 plus, which gives us wiggle room if some of the baby rompers turn out to be less than normal, i.e. poor or worse. So we're going to get back on the map, and we've got the mechanoids hot on our heels. We're just going to reform the caravan, head over there, and we will get on the road. So with very sad news, I'm afraid, Willow has died from plague. She caught the plague as the caravan went off, and although we were treating her, you can see, look at this, 99.9% immunity. We were treating her with the best medicine we had. We just didn't have the best doctors behind. Lau, unfortunately, was out with the caravan. She was our best doctor. So although Orr and Tetraspar did the best, it just was 0.1% behind. Oh my, that's so frustrating. I'm sorry, Willow. Willow really did go through the wars, and she's been brilliant. But sadly, today, we lay Willow to rest. So we're going to give her a nice grave out in the potato patch, where I'm sure she spent many an hour gambling happily. We're going to put her down there. And the caravan is due back any moment, while there's a couple of Manhunter Panthers in the Tox Rain, which is green, as you'd expect. The caravan's back. These guys seem to... Are they immune? Are they immune to Tox Rain? Interesting. Okay, anyway. So, our guys back on the map. I would like to keep them together. These guys have got food poisoning, so they're obviously hanging back. Have they detected us? Ooh, look at our little shortcut. That's pretty That's pretty cool. This one is no longer Manhunter, I don't think. As he's going to go to sleep, he'll wake up chilled. Major break was, yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty sure they would. Please don't break. Please don't break. Just get in there as fast as you can. Yeah. There's no Manhunter issue here at all. We've only had like one mental break so far. Come on. Hang in there, hang in there, hang in there. Just eat. Stone is still really unhappy. Oh yeah. Minus 20 due to those two temporary effects. So he's going to get some... So that's going to disappear. 6 should go. Be buffed by Phasnik. Dear. So Jolina, who is closest to Willow, is burying Willow. While Tetraspar looks on. Actually, Tetraspar is actually burying a squirrel in the grave. No, you're not. No, you're not. Jolina's going to carry that off to be processed. Right, we've had our first raid in quite a while, the Kilogo Pact. They're approaching from 3 different angles. Number 1 is here. A couple of tribals. Number 2 is here. A couple of tribals. And number 3 is over here. A couple of tribals. Now, I've never had anyone test my cunning plan, so this is blocked off. It can't come through here. That's blocked off. So they should, in theory, route through this way. And these guys might well route through this way as well, even though I don't have the doors open, which I need to fix. So maybe they won't initially. So let me just fix that. Let's go to there, and here. Hold open, and that one needs to hold open as well. So it's a bit of a slog. Jolina is pretty quick. Jolina's going to come down and do this one. I need her to come this way though. Come here, there, there, and then there. And then come back again. Tetraspar is... I think he's not needed. Jolina's going to do... Oh, Tetraspar can do this door. Yes, Tetraspar, you do that door, please. I'm just curious where these... It looks like they are going that way. Hang on, let's just undo that, and let's watch the fun and the merriment as they decide they're going to go in and take on the insects. And I think this guy's still Manhunter, so whether he's going to wake up and not be Manhunter remains to be seen. These guys are coming in hot, which is great. Are they going to go and attack the insects? Why would they do that? That's interesting. It's not my home zone or anything, is it? Where's my home zone? Where do I see my home zone? It can't be my home zone. I've not been anywhere near it. Let's just double check. No, clear home zone? No, it's not. I find it strange they would come in here and have a pop at these guys. But, nevertheless, they do seem to be doing that. It's rather silly. Okay, about these two. How are these guys getting on? They're getting chopped up? I would expect them to lose this miserably. What? What? Really? Huh, okay. That's Iquaza, I guess, not to be messed with. Well, this is not going to end very well for this chap, is it? Anyway, so we have our kill box ready. Again, I'm loath to waste steel, but we got a lot of steel, so it's fine. It's going to come through. Up here, and they've got access to our bedrooms, so that's fine as well. How are these guys getting on? They're not doing too badly. Let's have a quick look here. Yep, lots of cutty. Yep. Oh, he's down. Not to be messed with, really. These insects got a lot to answer for. So how are these guys doing? Ooh, it's down. These guys don't knock about, do they? They're Neanderthals, of course. That explains why they weren't getting chopped up by the insects. Right. Okay. I understand. Fine. Okay. Well, let's see how they get on with my kill box. Meanwhile, oh, I don't fancy his chances. He's gone down quite hard. Yeah, Neanderthal or not, you're going down, buddy. Just goes to show. Okay, well, it looks like my my diversion here looks like it's gone. However, we can now come and pick up the beautiful goop, which is awesome. Okay, let's see how we get on. Up they route. Where are you going, sir? Are you? You'll take these guys. Are just got to kill all the animals. You'll take on a panther on your own. All right, Tasker, you just do that. That's absolutely fine. Meanwhile, these three are going to take on the somewhat impassive steel spike traps. They're impassive because they don't care. Last time these things were used were these crows. Schmack and a schmack. What about you? And no. Awesome. They're fleeing, and at the same time we finished the multi-analyzer. Yay! Finished the multi-analyzer, that's amazing. So now we're going to do transport pods. Yeah, we'll do transport pods. Don't... no, we can't do that because I need biofuel refining. Super dupes. It's always prereqs now. This guy doesn't appear to be dead. He just doesn't know when to die. He's got asthma, which already makes him not very attractive, frankly. What's he got? Quick sleeper, fast walker. Okay, we're talking about language. Construction 10, burning passion, melee 4. Ooh, that's not bad at all. Death in 3 hours. I'm not going to get out to you quickly enough, and frankly, I can't be bothered. So, there you shall stay. A salutary lesson to anybody who might want to attack my base. Meanwhile, Tasker here doesn't give a single F and is now going after the panther. Yeah, let's speed this up. These guys are one-man armies. Right, who are we going to send? I don't want to send too many people. I want to send someone who's solid. They know what they're doing. I'm thinking Ray Wolfen. Ray Wolfen is hardcore. He can always call up an animal for help if he needs to, if he gets ambushed. And I suspect he can carry quite a bit. Okay. In fact, Fasnik's slowing him down considerably. He's much faster on his own. Everyone's slowing him down, in fact. Maybe just send Ray Wolfen on his own. But he can only carry 35 kilos. How many is 24 of these things? If I just type in a Rompar, let's so normal, good, normal, normal, excellent, good, 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 excellent, normal. Oh, he's got loads of space. Okay, so is that 24? He's 24 things he's carrying. 3, 4, 5, 11, 14, 15, 17, 18, 22, 24. Perfect. Travel supplies. Do you know what? I've had a brainwave. One thing I've not been making, because I didn't have the meat, was pemmican. Of course, pemmican is the answer. Okay. Let's research pemmican right now. We have got a little bit of time left on this, on the quest. I think we'll be okay. Let's just knock out... If we can knock out pemmican really quickly, it's not going to take long. Then we'll get the bill set up on the electric stove. So add bill. Make pemmican. Which I haven't got yet, so I can't set that up. Of course, the other option I have is to research transport pods, because I can research transport pods and then fire food at him during his trip. This is probably going to be, I don't know, is it going to be quicker or not? And I also need biofuel refining first, so no, transport pods is not an option. But these guys are animals, they knocked out pemmican in under a day. That's fantastic. Alright, back to biofuel refining so we can get transport pods up. Meanwhile, let us add some pemmican recipes. Okay, so a couple of things. Ray Wolfen's now trained up our boghound to attack target, which I think is entirely appropriate. So Ray Wolfen's going to take the dog with him when he goes on the quest. Rescuing and hauling, probably not going to bother, if I'm being honest. I think just those two are fine. We are going to have a drum party, and finally a crow has self-tamed. Crow number 1. Okay, great. I've always wanted to have a flock of crows to try and attack raiders with. I think I was trying to do that in the last run. I can't remember if it was the off-camera run or the one I did recently, but I was up to like 10 crows. It's got to be effective, you'd think. Not sure, really, against unarmoured targets. Anyway, it's time for a drum party. Oh, it's not time for a drum party. Oh, we need a drum. Well, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? How do you make a drum, then? What, Ideology? Drum. Oh, there we go. 50 wood and 30 blue fur. That's very specific. Ah, you can change the leather you need. So you need 30 material. So I'm thinking, what's that I've got there? That's light leather. That's quite expendable. Okay, let's do that. Let's make a light leather drum and we'll stick it out here. Beautiful. In fact, I might stick it there, then I'll move it. At least so they're making it in the shelter from the rain. Meanwhile, the pemmican is being made very nicely. We need 340. A colonist consumes 34 pemmican a day. It's going to be a 10-day trip. Well, that was fun. OBS wigged out and hung, so it wasn't recording a little bit of what's just gone on, which is annoying. I've now fixed it. Let me just catch you up very quickly. Ray Wolfen has headed off with his faithful boghound companion. He's heading over to the faction over here, the Borba Confederation, with all the rompers that he could possibly fit in a big bag. I think it was one of those big IKEA bags that he took with him, and lots of pemmican. So he's cool. Now you may notice Espinosa here. Who's Espinosa, you might say? Well, we had an unforgettable drum party which we set up over here in the workshop simply because it needed an impressive room to help the chances of making it unforgettable. Lucky for us, it was an unforgettable drum party, which means that we had a 50% chance of somebody to arrive as a result of the drum party. They heard the drums and they were thinking, that's cool, man. And we got a new colonist, Espinosa, who's the granddaughter of Stone. That's cool. Espinosa's stats are underwhelming, I think, but she hasn't got anything particularly wrong with her, and no health conditions. She can do mining, she can do melee, and she's an undergrounder as well, which is pretty helpful. So what I've done is I've lined up a gladius to be made for her, because we don't have any kicking about, and I think we're up to speed, so you didn't miss much. Just annoying that OBS did that. Anyway, there we are. I actually didn't realise that the drum could be played as a source of recreation. That's pretty cool. I like that. So we'll leave it in there, and she can entertain anybody who happens to be doing any manual labour in the workshop. It's pretty hot in here though. Why is it so hot? It's because it's quite warm outside. It's spring. Let's turn all the heaters off. We don't need those on anymore. Yep, that'll be fine. In fact, let's turn on the aircon now as well, just in case. Gets rather hot around these here parts. She's had a gladius made for her as well, so I'm going to get her set up with that. We're also going to get her a heavy SMG and a flak vest as well, because we need to outfit her accordingly. Where the gladius is a different story. Oh, there is. Excellent. An excellent gladius. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, transport pods are done. So, on to shuttle. Shuttle tech, finally. I'm very, very excited about this. Still need the engine. Actually, I need the multi-analyzer. I need to build a multi-analyzer before I can do shuttling. Okay, that's going to take a little bit of time, so I don't go back and finish off one of the others, maybe. I'll take a look. I'm going to quickly knock out long blades so we can have long swords, which are better than the steel gladius that we have. Maybe make them out of plasteel. Plasteel longswords are excellent. Can I spare the plasteel? Probably. I've got a whole bunch of it here, and I don't need a lot to make a shuttle. I just need the shuttle engine. Speaking of which, traders have been curiously quiet. Almost no traders at all. I think I've had one on this console, so I need them to speak up so they can sell me a shuttle engine. Okay, I think we're going to leave it there. We've gone on a bit longer than I would have liked, but there we go. There's been a lot going on today. So we're going to leave it there. We've started researching the shuttle engine as the multi-analyzer is now up. Interestingly enough, it does say it can only affect the speed of one of these benches, which is interesting because it appears like there's two links, but I think that just means that these benches are both eligible for being boosted by this particular multi-analyzer, but only one of them is being increased. We can see actually is this one. If you look down here, oh no, I didn't see that. Plus 10% research speed factor. Does it mention which one it's affecting? Not that it makes any difference, but it doesn't seem to. 78% bad temperature. Oh right, okay, it's a bad temperature in here, is it? 36 degrees. What? Oh boy, that's hot. Okay, I didn't realize it was that hot outside. Okay, let's line up another cooler in here. I'm gonna put it there, and then we'll wall off around the cooler. We use slate because we have a lot of slate. We're going to just put that around it like that. I'll lose a couple of bits of corn, but it is what it is. And then we'll unroof this to turn it into a chimney. Doink. And that should solve that problem there. Is it power good to go? Power's good to go. I'm also halfway through researching geothermal, which I kind of paused to take something else and I can't remember what. I'm going to put the geothermal down here. I'm going to lay in the wiring already so we can have our power needs taken care of. These benches on their own are taking up half a kilowatt, which is a lot really, considering I've only got 2 solars and a wind turbine. But we are managing, which is very nice, even though this isn't on. But it can be. There's an emergency. Right, we're going to leave it there. Ray Wolfen, as I said, is kind of is making his way. He's over halfway, but he's in the fast terrain now. He can do 8.3 tiles per day. Here, it's very, very slow going through the Scarlands. I assume because you're kind of being super careful. But there we have it. All right. Thank you for watching. I am going to be on holiday abroad in France next week. That's from Saturday the 24th. Yes, Saturday the 23rd, actually. So I may not be releasing any videos next week. I don't think I've got the time to sort of batch record a few in advance. So if I get another one out this week, fab. If I don't, then I'll speak to you in a couple of weeks. But yes, it's not me disappearing again. I've just got on going on holiday. Different priorities. Right, take care of yourself out there. Stay safe. This is Bug, pulling the plug. Right, we cleaned out the last of the insects, so they're done. This is all rubbish and can stay. Didn't realise these larvae, they spit acid. It's interesting. The last one, we were just dealing with that larva, and these guys got some acid burns. So, learned something new. Treat them with a little more respect than I did. Yes. Happy days. A bulk goods trader's turned up. We're getting rid of all our insect jelly. We're getting alpaca. Yes, we have a pack animal finally. Can't ride it, but it's still going to be useful. They've also got a large amount of human meat. They must have visited another RimWorld colony nearby. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, good. Okay. So, Ray Wolfen has made it. That's a long way, all on his own. Still, fulfill trade offer. 24 kids rompers confirm. Very cool. Quest completed. You've successfully completed the quest, a non-traditional offer. So what's happening? Does that mean he's now got those items? Doesn't look like it, does it? Do they come in a pod? I have no idea. Okay. Immobilized, too much weight. I see, he has got those items. That's a bit of a pickle, is it not? Okay. What I can do, I can build a transport pod, put the alpaca I've just bought in the transport pod, fire it over to him. I think I've got the range. I've certainly got enough chem fuel to fully fill it up. He's going to have to stay there for now, but he's got enough food, so that's fine. He can just chill. I'm wondering if he can maybe trade with them. Why can't he trade? Oh, he's asleep. Okay, fine. I didn't realise that was a thing, but clearly it is. He's got enough silver. He might be able to buy himself a mount, so we shall see when he wakes up. Meanwhile, back at the base, we've been doing some deep mining. We've uncovered extra areas. Nothing really of any interest here. We've got a dead body, a spy, entombed. Bless him. He does have a small weapon on him, but nothing else. A bit of a timber shroom, but I'm wondering what else may be in here. So I'm definitely going to kind of step this up and see what interesting finds we can make. Okay, we have a bunch of man-hunting crows. We had man-hunting crows last time. You can see what the bodies here are. They take a very, very long time to desiccate. 44 days ago, in fact. They messed up all my traps, so I fully anticipate that's what they're going to do again, annoyingly enough. Although they were only brought into this area because they were chasing somebody, so I think it was... Wasn't it Jolena when she came on the map? She was being chased by crows. I think it was Jolena. So I'm just going to keep everybody inside. Or maybe just go out and kill them. I'll wait till they split up. However, what I need to do is to shut my doors. So if I do that and that, hold open. Wake up Jolena, because she's fine. She can go there and there. Yeah, one thing I didn't consider was these gaps. That's kind of annoying. I never really thought about that before. Because I haven't dealt with flying creatures previously, it didn't occur to me that they can just fly over the kill box. So there's a gap. In fact, they can come in... They can come around, can't they? Oh boy. Okay. I need to sort that out in the morning. Well, it's a more eagle-eyed of you may have spotted Jolena was wandering outside, so what I've done is I've brought her back in, where it's now going to force the issue. They have ruined up quite a few of my traps. But you idiots, just fly round. There's a big gap in the wall here, honestly. Lau, have you got a better weapon? No, that's okay. We'll go with that. And we'll just take them one by one here. It's not that big of a deal. Jolena did get fairly scratched up, but she's okay. And that was that. All done. Most of it got scary actually, so we can't really do a great deal with the bodies, but I wonder what they skin. What skins do they give? Probably nothing, right? Not light leather or something like that, I would have thought. I can't see it anywhere here though. Anyway. Okay, amazing news. We finished a shuttle. Or rather, we finished research for a shuttle. We just don't have the shuttle engine. I need a shuttle engine. Okay, what are we going to do next instead then? We are going to Fabrication's probably a bit too early. What would I like to do? Biosculpting shields. Precision rifle I think is the next probably good thing to do. Now, what I'd like to do is have a look at how do we build a shuttle? Passenger shuttle. Oh, there we go. 250 steel, 150 passenger 6 components and 1 shuttle engine. Ah, I wish I had a shuttle engine. Okay, I'm a bit worried now. Ray Wolfen is still sleeping at least 11 in the morning. Is that because he's technically resting? Okay, I'm a little bit concerned about that. So what we've done is we've set this up. Tetraspar is building the pod now. We're going to stick the alpaca in and fire it over. We may need more than one. We shall see. Let's have a quick look now. Okay, so you fueling it? No, you're not fueling it. I need somebody to fuel it. Oh, Faznik can go. Jolina, by the way, has got scarrier infection from being pecked by the bird with scarrier. We've given us the best medicine. We'll keep an eye on that. Now, we need somebody to load petrol into here. Refueling. Yeah, you're quite nearby. You put some fuel in it. Fantastic. And let's see what we can do with this. Can we load an alpaca in? Excellent. And then some. Okay. Let's take that. Going to launch it. It's not instant. What are you doing? It's not instant. Come on, somebody load the alpaca. We get a load of areas revealed here, but nothing particularly of interest. Oh, a little bit of wood. That's nice. A bit of chunky wood. Still nothing much of interest going on here. Okay, can somebody stick the alpaca in, please? Let's manually prioritise loading. This is not going to take long. Boink. Right, launch. Can we reach? Yes, beautiful. See available orders. Give us a gift. Give to Ray Wolfen's caravan. Yes. Right. I hope this works. Whee! Boink. Right, Ray Wolfen can move now, presumably. Oh, thank heavens for that. That worked very nicely. Okay, 6.5 days. So actually, he's a lot heavier. And I think the boom lobe is probably slowing him down. Right, let's get rid of all of this. Don't get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yeah, so he's going to take some time to come back. What I forgot to do is actually buy more food. And he's got 5.4 days of... 2 days of food, forage per day, 5.4. That doesn't work. Right, hang on. Visit Koro. Let's go back. Beautiful. There isn't a conscious and capable negotiator. Why is he sleeping again? I don't understand. Can he not... Can Ray Wolfen not do social? Darn it. Okay, fine. Fine. Just come over here. I'm going to send food to him. Whatever. It's all good. Let's build another pod. Build a transport pod. No, this is very wasteful. Very, very wasteful. But I want to make sure he comes back in one piece. 60 steel, 1 component. We are running very short components. Only got 12. But we are desperately trying to find more of that on the map here. Oh, hello. Nothing. We have had a high mate drop in. Hitomi Middleton. Never had a high mate before. Can't do any violence, but they're very, very good at intellectual. Very good at medical. Nice social. Good at crafting. They're kind. They're delicate. Too smart. This is okay. Normally wouldn't bother, but we do need intellectual. And being a doctor as well, certainly having a second doctor in the camp can't hurt. So we're going to send someone out to go and rescue her. We're going to send out Faznik, who is reasonably quick. Okay, I was just looking at Hitomi here and checking out her stats when I've been informed of an imp attack. They're attacking immediately. These are the ones who made my life a misery on the first 100 days in Odyssey on the Arse series. They really messed me up because they all breathe fire and they've got fire bows and all sorts. They like the fire. However, they need to make it through the traps first. I'm not thinking that they're going to do that well at it. They are going to arrive. They are going to attack immediately. Okay. Well, I think we are going to leave it there. Very exciting cliffhanger and all that. That's all looking good. How is Ray Wolfen doing? Ray Wolfen is not in the best of moods. Yes, there is. Recreation starved. Right. Okay. Well, you're going to have to suck it up for a little bit. Not long now, Ray. Not long. He's going to stop for the day, so I think he takes care of that when he stops for the evening. So hopefully that will be taken care of. Okay, we'll come back to that. I'd like to send some insect jelly because that counts as recreation, but we don't have any. We sold it all. Never mind. It is what it is. Anyway, so we'll leave it here. We'll deal with the imps. I don't think these guys are going to be much of a much. I'd like to capture one or two just for sort of blood transfusions, I think. Because that is a good way of sorting out extreme blood loss like Hitomi has here. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the series. I will probably be able to get one more video down before I go on holiday next week. So week of the 24th, 25th, I'm going to be away in France. So there'll be no videos that week. I don't have time to pre-record a couple. So there might be a bit of a gap, but I should have one more down before I leave. We shall see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode. Take care of yourself out there. This is Bug, pulling the plug.